here, the Frugal Crafter. Happy Saturday. It's Sat Chat time. Gotta look and make sure we're rolling. Ah, yes, we are rolling. This is my weekly video about nothing. Basically just chit chat with you. And how are you doing? How's your week going? I hope your week is going well. I hope you've got some, things to look forward to in the next week or two. My week was pretty worky, very worky. Felt like I was doing a lot of work. I actually decided I would track my hours this week, and I did not do very well, but one day I was really good at it, and I'm like, anytime I'm working, I'm gonna track it. I'm gonna write it down, and then at the end of the day, I'll add up how much I actually work, like actually doing work, not like, daydreaming and gazing off into the ether, or, walking the dog, or all these different things that, I break my day up so much. So starting at like 6:30 in the morning, doing my first check of email and comments and responding to customers and viewers, and then starting with that, because I usually get up, have my coffee, I do some computer stuff on my phone usually, then I have breakfast and walk the dog, and then I come back and I work a bit, I have lunch, and then I work the rest of the afternoon until I start dinner, and then do all that dinner stuff and the cleaning up, maybe walk again, maybe not, who knows, who can say, and then I sometimes will work again down in the studio, or I'm definitely on the computer again to check the classroom, make sure nobody has any questions, and so I usually wrap up, I try to wrap up around 8 or 9, but in this particular day, it was 10:30. So I'm adding all this, I'm like, I probably worked 12 hours today. I'm like super productive. It was 8.5 hours. And it took me it took me 16 hours to work 8.5 hours. I'm like, this is not productive. I'm wondering if all the parents that have been working from home during the pandemic, if they're having similar situations. I've worked from home since my kids were born, and before that I was self-employed, but I went to the studio, so I work part from home, part from the studio. So it's kind of interesting. It's like, man, it seems like I work a lot, but I guess when you add up all these little bits and pieces, it's really not. So it's kind of interesting. I can't remember to do that all the time, but I think it'd be really interesting to get just an average week of how many hours you work in the week. It seems like you work a lot, but I just think because you're home, it's so easy to work for a couple hours, then, do some laundry, clean, go for a walk, do some household stuff, and then, go back and work for a couple hours. It's so easy to ebb and flow throughout these different portions of your life where you don't have that concrete, barrier of space, you can throw a load of laundry in, you can fold a load of laundry, you can walk the dog, you can, stop and have a snack, you can do all these different things that you just wouldn't be able to do if you were in the job. Not complaining. I'm not complaining. I like working from home, but interesting observation, I guess. So let me know what you think. Are you working from home? Let me know how your results have been. The kids started school this week, or the girls did. Jackson doesn't start until the end of next week, and they're going with a hybrid model, and I think most of the schools around here are doing that. They're doing kids will go to school for 2 days a week, and they'll be home for the rest of the week learning online. And at my girls' school, a bunch of the teachers are actually teaching from home because they don't want to come in and risk getting sick. So there are some classes where the kids go and there's no teacher. They have a substitute observing the class, and I guess the teacher's teaching remotely, or maybe the teacher prepares something for the sub to give to the kids. It's very surreal, and they have to bring in their laptops and earbuds, so if the teacher's teaching from home, they're in Zoom with the kids from home and the teacher from home, or sometimes they're in Zoom with their teacher there conducting the Zoom, but they're also on their computers in Zoom with the kids at home in Zoom. So I guess it gives the impression of everyone together, but I do not know how that internet is going to hold up at their school when you've got 400 kids. Well, it wouldn't be 400 because it would only be half the students there. So you got 200 kids all trying to get online at once and do video conferencing. I mean, I can't, I'm lucky to get a live stream going. Anytime I do a live stream, I'm lucky if I can get it out there without any technical glitches, and I would be one person on the internet on one, fairly robust internet feed, whatever you want to call it, that we have here. I can't imagine. My heart goes out to all the teachers out there that are trying to make this work. It's got to be a struggle. Well, speaking about teaching in classes, you have a couple more days what's this, the 29th? So you got the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. 3 more days to sign up for my watercolor glass class for 50% off if you want it. I'll have a link with a discount code down below. But if you're watching this not on YouTube, and you just go to my school, lindsayweirich.teachable.com, and you see the class, use a coupon code SHINE on checkout, and then you can get the 50% off. I've got great feedback from students, a lot of great testimonials. I posted a couple on my blog and on an email I just sent out. And you people are really doing awesome work. I even shared a student's painting in the email and the blog post. It was so amazing. I love seeing it when things click with my students, when they're like, oh, that's how you do that. I just love that. I love like giving them that moment. And these are the other 2 full projects from the class. Oh, I guess I could hold it up like that. And you can see better pictures on that if you just go to the landing page on my school. You can kind of see the projects and see the curriculum, see what goes on, how long the classes are and all that stuff, and see if it's for you. But I just wanted to let you know, because I want to make sure my people get the best deal, because don't you hate it, like when you buy something and you're so excited and you buy it and you pay full price and then like a week later it's on sale? I hate that. So I start my classes on sale to all my viewers and all my subscribers and friends, so that they get the best price. So the laggers, the dawdlers, the lollygaggers, they pay full price, but you guys are on the ball. You get the deal. Shameless plug over. All right, what else? So, oh yeah, so the kids went to school this week, and the girls are juniors, so they get open campus, which is basically like a study hall, except you don't have to be in school. And now, because of COVID, they don't want anybody that doesn't have to be in the building. So I'm thinking, what? They just want these kids to loiter around outside, in the city? I'm not a big fan of teenagers loitering. So I'm like, what's going on? And there's got to be a lot of like upperclassmen that drive their younger siblings to school, and then they want parents to transport their kids, or the kids to transport themselves, so that there's not a bunch of people on the school bus. So I brought the girls in. I didn't sleep very good, so if I know I have to get up in the morning, even though I'm up early every day anyway, if I have an alarm set, I typically don't sleep well, so I kept waking up and couldn't fall back asleep. And I turn on the TV and I'm seeing those poor people that are getting pounded with Hurricane Laura. So because this was like Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night. And I was, so then I see that, and then I'm worried about them, and I couldn't fall asleep. And so I finally got a little sleep, and I got up, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna be having to go into town to drop one off, then I'm gonna let her drive in, bring the other girl, let the other girl drive around a bit, so they both get some driving practice, because you need 70 hours of driving practice before you can send in for your driver's license to take the driver's license exam. And I'm like, well, I can fit a workout in at the gym, but there wasn't any classes that I wanted to take, so I'm like, I'll reserve a lane and I'll lap swim, and I'll just swim as hard as I can for like 15 minutes, because that's the window. I have 15 minutes to swim, then I'll have time to change and go. And I swam for all I was worth for 15 minutes, and I felt so sick when I was done. I was just like, and as I'm doing it, I'm feeling that I'm like so uncoordinated. Like, I don't feel like I'm effortlessly slicing through the water, like when you see people who can swim well and they just glide through effortlessly. And I'm feeling like I'm having some sort of episode, and the lifeguard is sitting in a chair right next to my lane, and I took the lane furthest away from anything so that, I would be by myself, and I don't know, this person judging my swimming or thinking, probably thinking I'm like, gonna sink. He's gonna need to haul me out of there. But, so I was kind of self-conscious, but I'm still like, I've got 15 minutes. I can do anything for 15 minutes, right? You can do anything for 15 minutes. So I'm like swimming as hard as I can. And I felt so sick after. I was so nauseous, and then I was tired. I was just wiped out, ruined for the rest of the day. I was so tired. I did not get very much productivity yesterday. So if I had actually added up my productivity hours yesterday, it probably would have been like 4 hours. If that, it would have been bad. I just had no focus. I was exhausted. I even tried to take a nap, and I am not a napper. If you know me, you know that I can't take naps, and I tried to take a nap, and it didn't happen. But, and I didn't even feel like I rested. I just felt guilty the whole time that I was laying down in the middle of the day. So it just didn't work. But I slept great last night, and had a very productive day today. What is it? It's about 4 o'clock, I would say. Oh, it's almost 5. Day's flying by. What can I say? And I do have some more stuff I want to get done today, but I'm feeling pretty energetic, and my to-do list is, look at all those check marks. All kinds of black check marks there. I'm winning today. I'm winning the day. I don't know about that, but what else did I want to talk about? Oh, so I don't know if you guys like to do challenges, but every October there is the challenge called Inktober, and Jake Parker over at the Inktober well, he invented Inktober. He's an illustrator. And so there's different companies that have partnered with him to bring out products for Inktober. And one of those companies is a company that I've worked with before, and they are Viviva, and they make these like color sheets, and they've come out with, and I'm going to play with these and review them probably next week. So they're not available. You can't get them yet, but I'm just giving you a little sneaky peek here. They come out with these are little books of colored paper. You wet your brush, you touch the paper, and then you paint with it. It's like ink on paper. It's really cool. And now they have one that's got white in it as well, white, gray, and black. And for Inktober, it's like a special Inktober palette. And they've got some special Inktober sketchbooks, which is really cool. Oh my gosh, I even got did the prompt list come in? Included Inktober 2020 prompt list, it says on here. Oh my gosh, I got a sneaky peek at the prompt list. Where is it? Am I missing something? I probably am. I just got these in the mail. Anyway, there's a couple sketchbooks, a nice square one. So the fun thing with Inktober is you can like share it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And Instagram has a square format, and they have a square sketchbook. So that's really fun. I like working in squares because I'm so square, probably. And I love that this is a weird paper. This paper is like, I don't know if that's watercolor paper. It's very like rough and textured. Oh, I thought that would be like this feels like kind of like the mixed media paper, like Stillman and Byrne. What's this one? I think they might be all different kinds of paper. Honestly, oh, this one's cotton. This one's cotton. Ivory, square cotton, and oh, interesting. That's like, must be like the Indian handmade. It wouldn't, you know what? Yeah, this is cotton too. It's like a cream, like an oatmeal color almost. Oh, that's neat. I bet because the creator of the Viviva color sheets is from India, and there's so many really lovely handmade watercolor papers from India, very affordable usually, and they're fun to paint with, very rough. Oh, that's neat. I'm excited to try. I'm more excited now than I was when I first opened up this package because I hadn't gotten into the sketchbooks. I opened one and I thought they were all the same, but that's really cool. So anyway, I don't see the prompt list. Where is it? It must be in the book. Okay, I'm going to investigate that later. But, so I'll have a review or a little like demo or something with those probably coming up next week, because that's when they're going to be available to everybody. And I know they put out the Inktober prompt list, I think in September anyway, so people can kind of think about it for like a month before they start. But anyway, you could follow the prompt and you do a new artwork in ink, and I usually use markers because I really love using alcohol markers. And post it every day on Instagram, and it's just fun because then you'll find different artists that you like, and if you have friends that do the challenge, it's always fun to cheer each other on. And I have kind of a competitive streak, so I kind of like, I don't know what you might like. I always have these like little competitions with people. They don't even know I'm having competition with them. Like, oh, I want to do a better drawing than him tomorrow. You know. It's silly because they don't even know I exist, or would never even think that I was like thinking that. But you just try to like improve, and you really level up when you set out to a daily art competition, or daily art challenge, I should say, competition with yourself. Really, you're getting better every day, and then that growth you make from day 1 to day 30 or day 31, it's really amazing. So I highly recommend it. I can't do it all the time. I've tried to do other challenges throughout the year, but it is pretty taxing. I don't know why, but it is. I think saying you have to do something every day can be a little taxing, but I'm better if it's something you do every day versus once a week or twice a week. So I'm looking forward to that. I always have a good time. I think last year was the first time I got every single drawing done. I've done it before, but I've never like done every day. So I was really proud of myself last year that I did it, and it was very inspiring and encouraging to want to do it again. So if you're doing Inktober, let me know in the comments below, and I can keep my eyes open for your stuff if you share it online. What else? Oh, markers. So ink, love ink. And something you guys probably know in Sat Chat, other people might not know this, but since you're in Sat Chat, you probably know this, that I tend to do a lot of freelance work in markers. And which is weird because on YouTube I'm mostly doing watercolor or mixed media, but mostly watercolor or card making. But actually I work for a couple different marker companies, and I often get markers from other companies as they're released to review, and I really have fun doing that. I don't know what it is. I'm so curious about different kind of markers, and ooh, am I gonna find the gem? Am I gonna find that really awesome new marker that is like cheaper than the other marker, or find that really good value? So this week has been a marker week. Holy cow. I just got these in the mail. These are the Tri-Blend from Spectrum Noir, but they're brush tip. So I reviewed these, it was maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, I think. They're markers, and it's neat because there's 3 markers in one, and you get a dark, a medium, and light. So if you're confused about how to blend colors, you've got your 3 colors right there. I thought that was so cool. I really liked, how in the heck do I put, oh, like this. I really liked using with them, and they blended pretty well, but they do have small bullet tips. But I thought, you know, you're probably going to use these for stamping. Oh, there it goes. And, you know, you tend to need to get into smaller areas with that versus doing a big artwork. But now they have the Tri-Blend brush marker, so you got 3 brush tips, and the price is the same. Like, I thought when I saw this, I'm like, these are so cool. These are going to be like 10 or 12 bucks a piece, and they're $5. I've only seen them a couple places. I saw them on Simon Says Stamp for American viewers. I didn't even see them on the Crafter's Companion website yet, and they are the ones that make these. But yeah, like $5 for basically 3 markers. So if you were to buy a 3-pack of Copics, I think that would be about $17. Granted, you know, the little pads in there are smaller, but this is a fatter marker, so the pads are thicker that hold the ink. Anyway, I think it's really neat. I'm going to play with them some more. I did do just a little bit of coloring with them. That's for a card I've got coming up in a couple of weeks, and they blended really well. Very easy, just pick them up and go. I mean, it was like so fast and easy. Really liked it. So anyways, a review for those is going to come up, and then Artix has these new sets out in color families. So they've got like a red, you can just see in there, they've got a red, a purple, a blue, a green, and they're coming out, the yellow ones are shipping this week, I think, and then they've got a new 90 set, and that's in addition to their 36 skin tones and their 24 gray tones and their original 80 set. There is some duplication between the 80 set and these, and I think there's some duplication in the 90 set and some of these color packs, but if you just needed more greens, you just needed more blues, you were lacking purples, it's kind of a neat concept. So when the rest of those get in, I will be reviewing those. And no, I haven't lost my mind. Being somebody who works in markers quite a bit, you do get offers to review stuff, and I do get a lot of requests from viewers to review stuff, so I know it's excessive and it's insane, but if I can show you a bunch of different markers so you can make a wise choice, that's part of what my channel is about. You know, Frugal Crafter, yeah, it's, oh my gosh, Lindsay, look at all those expensive markers. They're not, the ones that I use aren't really that expensive, but you can see the different kinds, so you'll know, like, well, I have a hard time opening caps. Will these be good or will these be bad? Or I want to have a smaller marker, I want to have a bigger marker, I want to have one that doesn't roll, or I want to have a brush tip, or I want to have a brush and a bullet. Oh, the other marker thing, I just found out that Ohuhu is releasing a brush and bullet tip combination, because usually your markers are brush and chisel tip if you get a brush marker, like say the Spectrum Noir Illustrator marker. Actually, Illustrator's brush and bullet, but they're a little bit more expensive. Ohuhu markers are very inexpensive, and they get a brush and bullet coming out. So that's kind of exciting if you were looking for that. That's a big request for stampers, is to have like the brush and the bullet tip. So I saw it on Amazon. They're not, I think they're going to be available in a couple days, but the listing was already up. It was actually a viewer that told me about it, so I'm like, oh, I've got to check that out. That looks really neat, because I love their bullet tips. Actually, I love all of their tips. I love all their different iterations. So that was kind of neat, because a lot of people have been asking for that. And one more thing I want to mention, because on Sketchbook Sunday, which I don't have that artwork in here, but you'll be surprised on tomorrow when you watch it. I did a couple landscape scenes with markers, getting waves. I was really interested in like learning how to depict waves in alcohol marker, and so I did a couple illustrations, and that video is sponsored. I do work for Biennial as well. It's another one of the marker companies I work for, and they sponsored the video, and they're actually doing a promotion. And I want to tell you this because if you were looking for a big set of markers, this is a deal that I have never seen before. It's not available yet, but Sunday morning, depending on where you live, I think it starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time, but I'll put the link in the video description so you can check it out. And I don't know if you can, it's going to be a lightning deal on Amazon. I don't know if you can put that in your cart and then it will have that price, or if you have to check back and add it to your cart once the lightning deal is. I don't know how that works, but I do know they're putting this marker set with the case on a lightning deal for under 50 bucks. I see Amazon's really funny. They've warned me not to say what the prices of things on Amazon are, or they'll take away my my affiliate influencer account. So I'm trying to abide by their wishes because they jack the prices around. Amazon does. Anyway, not the third-party sellers, but this is what it is. It's 168 colors and it's going to be under 50 bucks. So we really can't beat that. And there's also going to be coupons on that video on Sunday. There'll be coupons for 30% off if you missed the lightning deal. 30% off the regular price. I think the regular price is, I can't say. I know it's probably a little over 100, but I can't say exactly per Amazon rules, because I just can't remember. But I've used their markers a lot in illustrations on my channel. If you search Biennial, you can look at the different marker drawings that I've done, and you can see if you think they would be for you. These are not brush tip though. They are, Biennial does make a really nice brush tip marker. It's more pricey. It's about $3 a marker, I think. These typically are like 50 cents a marker or less. And you've got the chisel and you've got the bullet tip. Does that, oh gosh, maybe, let me put this pad of paper in front of it. Maybe that will show. I don't know, does that show? Well, you know what a bullet tip marker looks like. You know what a chisel tip marker looks like. You've seen a Sharpie. You've seen a Sharpie? You've seen the different Sharpies, you know? Sharpie, if you don't understand Maine accents. You get the gist. But brush tips are easier to work with, I would say. Shorter learning curve, but they are pricier. And yeah, it just depends on what your needs are. I mean, that's all we had until about 10 years ago was the chisel and the bullet. And you know, that's what we had and we liked it. Get off my lawn, that's all we had. So, you know, you really can learn to use anything. It's just a little bit harder to get used to the chisel than a brush. A brush is very intuitive, especially if you've painted before. Now I'm looking around because I think I had things to talk about, but I can't remember. Oh, I learned I can do a new trick now. See, this is a small print there. I can read it way out here now, huh? I think all my supplements are making my eyesight better because I could never read that far away before. Thank you, supplements. New trick I have there. That's pretty much it. This week, oh my gosh, no wonder I felt like I was working a lot this week. I had a video every day this week, so if you've missed any of my videos, every single day this week, new project. Got the cushions done. The cushion video went up last night, so check that out. Don't be alarmed. I decided after last week's Sat Chat, and everyone's like, you don't need to wear makeup, don't worry about it. I'm like, you know what? Because it was like Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday night, because I'm a wild party animal. I was sewing cushions in Studio A over there, and I had sewn two, and they were going together really quick. And it's like, you know, I'm just gonna film this one. I'm like, I'm not doing my makeup. I had makeup on twice that week already, and I was just not having it. I'm like, I'm just gonna film it. People can watch it or not, whatever. You know, I don't think people want to know how to sew a cushion. They're not looking at my face. And so, so if you watch that video, you will notice that I do not have makeup on, and I'm wearing kind of a ratty old dress. So please be kind and just pay attention to the cushions because there's nothing to see here. But they came out really cute, and I do have the fabric. I'm like totally blocked in. Oh shoot! You'll have to look at the video because I'm blocked in. The fabric is like, oh wait a minute. Well, there we go. Maybe I can zoom in. I did post it on Instagram. Can we zoom in there? There we go. I cannot literally get around my camera because it's because I am totally blocked in. I'm blocked in from the from my table. I've got the camera on this side, and I don't walk through that side because I've got cords, and now I have my little cart there that I just pulled out because I was doing some stamping earlier, and I can't leave. I can't move. I'm trapped. I'm trapped by my environment. I'm trapped by markers. I have literally been trapped by markers. Oh my gosh. Seriously though, I could probably build a wall of markers and live in a little hobo hut made with markers. That's interesting. And I had something else to say. I don't remember what it was though. It'll come to me. It'll come to me as soon as I pause the video, and that'll make me upset because I'll be like, I just had something to say. So that's pretty much been my week. Video every day, and so you may not have seen any of these videos because I've noticed if the more frequently I post videos, I usually post about 4 a week. If I go more frequently than that, it seems like I get less views per video. And actually I was noticing that. That's why I stopped doing daily uploads, because people would start picking and choosing the video. But not only that, if a video doesn't do well, then YouTube is less likely to suggest your videos. Like they used to suggest, you can see in your account, like, oh, this is it for you regulars out there and for you non-regulars. This is a part of the sat chat where I blame my lack of success on the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, because it can't be me. I mean, seriously, seriously, right? You know, it's got to be the algorithm. Can't be what I'm doing. So yeah, I do notice people pick and choose a bit, and then if a video doesn't do very well, then the algorithm doesn't recommend the next video. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, because I've also heard that they judge every video on its own. But I don't know. I've also heard that if one upload doesn't do well, the next upload will suffer because they won't show it to as many people. And I have noticed on my impressions, it will tell you how many times your video has been served in front of an audience, either on their homepage, in their subscription feed, or on the sidebar when they're watching another video. And it's down by about 25% how much YouTube shows it to non-subscribers or even subscribers. I always check my subscription feed first because I want to see who I subscribe to instead of who YouTube wants me to see, because I don't know where they get their suggestions from, but I am rarely interested in the stuff that's on my homepage. I don't know where they're getting, why they think I'm gonna like some of the videos they put out there, because a lot of them are just not, they're just, I'm nothing wrong with them, they're just not what I would go for. So I don't know. But anyway, I had 7 videos this week, so check them out if you missed any and were curious and, I don't know, needed some company while you wash your dishes. Sat chat. That's pretty much it. That's all I really had to say. Check out the cushion video if you want to know how to make your cushions. You can see my cushions in the backyard. They look really nice, I think, anyway. And I just got some fabric yesterday to make a bed skirt because I bought a new comforter. Because after I was done from the gym, I went to Martin's because I saw a bedspread last time I was there. And I thought, I ran the idea by Jason, he liked it. We've been looking for a new bedspread for a couple of years, and nice thick comforter. And so I grabbed that, and while I was at it, I went over to the fabric department, brought my comforter with me, and picked out just some linen, some plain grayish, like warm gray linen to make a bed skirt. Because I don't like seeing the box spring in under my bed, because that's where I keep all my bougie, awesome watercolor paper, but I don't really want to see it in my bedroom. So there's that. It's just going to be sewing squares. It's not nothing. I'm not going to do a video on it. It's going to be very boring. But not to say the cushions is a pile of excitement. You know, edge of your seat. Whew, is she going to make it? Is she going to get that cushion sewed? I don't know. What's going to happen? She looks sick. Does she have the COVID? I don't know. What's going on? Just doesn't have makeup on. Well, that's it for today. I talked about nothing for 27 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It's always nice to hang out. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're eating right and you're getting some exercise and some movement in your life, even if it's just stretching and, you know, doing like this in your chair or something. It doesn't matter. Anything is good. Anything more than you did before, the day before, is good. So take care of yourselves and, you know, stay healthy. I'm rooting for you. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.